Damage into Cold as a result, but this will still be an approach onto the A site. They'll wrap around from quad, and out they go from the apartments. Bolt starts it off in style. 2 kills for SK. Flamey down. The chance of letting Edward get in position. He just wants to fight. My God, Simple's a good fighter at that. He'll go back inside of the site. First one removed. No angle from Fallen to be gained. Overlooks the fact that Cold's in the corner, and Cold versus Simple round 1 goes to Cold.
Не будем молчать, о нас и так все слышали. Не будем скромничать. Честность и надежность – наши козыри. Мы реально подняли открытие кейсов на новый уровень. Инвентарь ботов более чем на 1 миллион рублей. Тысячи довольных отзывов, десятки тысяч открытий каждый день. И это только начало. Дальше больше. Just Case. А ты уже окупился?
Глобала приятнее апать с Dragon Lore'ом. Скидка на кейсы по ссылке в описании.
On 6, but survives, and Bolts is trying to hold them on the A side. Electronic will get that kill, but it's irrelevant to the fact that they're going into B. A side gives them a little more in rotation, a rotation that may not be required. Cold again, still survives on that low HP with Fallen. And one coming from CT. Electronic to confront Cold first, and that corner's predictable, but they're actually gonna go through, and Cold can hear them, so he wants to slip out behind. All Fallen has to do is buy time, buy space, a little bit of damage. Do they recognize that Cold's behind, but missed too many shots too soon? And I think they're gonna have this. That actually allows for Flamey to re-peak that position, and they have to be fully aware of it, because Flamey could easily shut it all down. Good find from Cold, but Bomb is down 5 seconds. They just barely get back onto it, but Simple's recognized that fact and gets the lineup perfect.
Really well played. Great coordination there from the CC forces.
Oh, look at this position as well from Edward. That smoke left just enough of a gap, and that you would never consider. You might behind the bags, not in front of it. Look at Edward go. Banana. It's tasty. 5-3. SK struggling to find rounds and struggling to find money in doing so.
Well, even after Fallen opened it up, it all came crashing down in the apartment area. Problem is they don't recover the rifle from Flamey, so they can't really capitalize on that pick too much. Sure, they'll have power in numbers, but still, Zeus will drop, but Electronic certainly will not. Oh my goodness, amazing work by him with the AK. That's why he's brought into this team. That potential has just been realized, but Cold's error now given a chance in the 2 versus 1.
One of the first minors. Simple closes it out. Gets some positional control at Banana. Zeus underneath the atrium has to play off of Flamey, so Crossfire Stet at the top of middle, and they'll play aggressively toward the wall. Zeus flashed. He'll not be able to retreat. He's committed at this point in time, and Flamey's already back. Zeus has to get out. There's no support, no trade potential, and Fur takes him down.
And Zeus is not the player to be rolling those sort of positions alone at quad with no backup whatsoever. If you've got Flamey there, maybe Electron will be thinking, okay, he can probably get a kill. Zeus, that's just not his kind of spot. Either way, 5 versus 4 now, and here come the big fraggers for Na'Vi, holding up on the side. Oh, look at the coordination there. This is much better from SK. This is looking great. Once they've got going, sure, they lost 6 rounds in a row, but once things start to stabilize, this is looking quite promising now. They're going to give it a go, and it's up to Flamey to try and fend off Fur, and he'll do a fantastic job of doing that. Well done, but Stewie given the opportunity, but he meets the same fate as his teammate, Just Fallen, who could steal this one away. They might not check him, but indeed they will.
It's tagged up considerably. He's on 12 HP, will not be able to swing any further toward the site, and Cold Zero gets in position with the CZ bombs planted. Cold gets one and backs away. A little bit of time bought, because they have to close the gap to him. Unfortunately, his teammate couldn't do anything to help him, but Cold Zero, Edward was out of ammo as well. He had to try and pick up a gun that was dropped, and now it's going to be Cold with the same problem, and I'm afraid the CZ takes too long to reload. Fallen has to be careful as well, because he was tagged to 48 in the process of that exchange. So Stewie, off angle at the fountain, hits the first, no problem, but it's the P90 of all weapons to take him down immediately after. Flashback in. Fallen, he's got to be more efficient than that, because he was a sitting target for Simple's arrival, having taken so long, or took so long to find Electronic. They'll push up to the tree. Fur's going to have to be aware of that. It's pretty common, so no doubt he checks it. Please, Fur, please. As he flashes and looks away. That is absolutely crisp from Simple, and it's Na'Vi that's going to take the lead 10-9.
Yeah, filthy.
Fallen doesn't know it. He's still staring out for the next arrival. Shot successful, burning. His tippy toes standing on the flames. Cold is there to back it up, but again, it's still in ruins. That's the problem. They've spotted him yet? No, they haven't. Electronic is still there, and Simple's got to kill on Stu. Here comes the wrap. They're not ready for it. Fallen has no idea, and Electronic is... Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was going to say he's making damn sure he can get the angle perfect. Tried to... by Emo, so I'm curious if that landed there or not. I would have liked to have seen it either way. Cold is ready at Coffins with no further smoke in front of him, which means the AWP is poised, but it's not ready because he misses the shots too. He's taken down and overwhelmed entirely as well. And the site opened up. A late opening to the site, all things considered. No utility down. Rotation's already in place, but they get the bomb plant nonetheless, and they know exactly where Fur is coming from. Gets the shot on Simple, but Electronic wants him to commit. He does not need to move, and he knows that. He's playing this very well. When you consider that, because the shadow will show, and Electronic will hit the shot first, it's Bolts against 2, and he's going to try the first. Knows where Electronic is. He's low HP. Just barely hits the spray, but it'll be the round to SK, and we go 12-12.
Why is Electronic challenging that?
Down gap in it. Cold's gonna push through. Bolts waits above. MP9, distance closing, gives it an advantage, but the flash comes through and Fur's got no defense for it, but Cold does! Bomb goes down, great response by Simple and Swift, and he turns as well to find Bolts. 20 HP, and a little bit less than that in terms of time, but Simple, it doesn't matter what he's got. If there's a chance, that's all that matters.
Oh my goodness, this would be so epic if Simple can pull this one off. Fallen and Stewie coming in. They're not together. Simple, such low HP, but sometimes that doesn't matter. This first kill could be his. Not going to do it, though. Stewie will take him down.
Build up a narrative and then stipulate everything just to make sure that we cover our bases so someone doesn't call us out. That's all we're doing. Start off for Flamey. It's gone well. It's gone very well because Edward sneaks in behind Bolts at the hay bales. And
save.
It's Na'Vi. A save is certainly something to consider. Then have the bomb down, and they're already down toward Banana, but watch out because waiting for them is Zeus. He's aware that they're going to be trying to save. He's given up the fact that he's there. They'll smoke themselves off, but this doesn't really indicate if they'll go right or left or otherwise. Fur, great play, gets 2. Simple might trade it, but he gets 2. That's the important aspect to this. Smoked off, he'll try and get away, but Simple puts him down. And they recover ever so slightly, but still there's a chance SK take this. Yes, they have picked up the gun on Stewie. They've gone to the AK-47. Yes, they are positioned inside of the site with patience as Bolts goes out with the smoke, or excuse me, with the flash. It's down to our one man, our one hero, Simple, who's got no chance with Stu's positioning. We go to overtime. We'll never shy away from a fight. If Fallen fires at that wall right now, or if he does that and stays patient, it's going to be perfect. He steps out to catch Zeus in transfer as well, and Cold on the second AWP has found Edward. Perfect start to the round from SK as Fur will make it even more the case as they find themselves in a 5.
But Electronic, he will be looking to find heads as he takes down Fallen. Can't get the double spray down. Stu's got it all to do. He's been very quiet so far, but that's enough. 2 kills will at least make this retake possible.
Take every chance. Molotov goes deep enough that Cold's, I was going to say forward of it. He's got to stand in the smoke because it extends all the way to it. Simple sees the gun barrel, and that is enough invitation to Simple Knees, but he jumped! A jump by accident, Fur! He stepped into the flames, he was committing for the plants, for the defuse, and Edward had it all covered off.
Well, that's a deadly incendiary.
So well timed, completely segregated. Fur even wants to get on the pallet so that he's closer to the corner because they want to go. They want to go now. 15 seconds. That bought so much space. Bought so much space for a man you don't want to give any to. Oh! Simple obliterates Fur. He burns him from the grave, but it's still Zeus who holds all the cards inside of the site. Bomb will not be planted, and it's going to be map point first for Na'Vi. We'll try and bring this second op into play. No one facing yet. That was all too easy. Stopping in his crosshair, but he gets content and too complacent with that shot. Bringing out the nade, though, all he did is actually bait them into Edward, who seems up to the task. Cold will respond, but do they know? Absolutely no way. Zeus has this, surely. 2 in the site, that's all you'd ever expect. And Zeus, he'll step out to find 1. It's Cold Zera versus 3, 100 HP. And Cold is absolutely capable, but he's going to have to be damn cold, ice cold, frozen all the way through. He'll find Zeus and keep his HP intact. So with 42 seconds, how clever can he get? Molotov doesn't do much on the fountain. Probably trying to just keep him away from planting it, but he had no anticipation and no intention of doing so.
Oh my goodness, this is so sick. Simple alive as well. Cold Zera gets the bomb down. You know he's capable of winning these ones. 2 kills to his name so far. Surely he can't pull this one off map.
He has to consider behind him. He's not even looked yet. They're getting closer and closer. Missed shot! Missed shot! Oh my God! Cold Zera! A cold day in hell! And we go more! Simple missed a back turn to his favor. Shot out, Fallen can't land it, flashes off, Simple smoked. SK looking to sweep overtime. No one yet to do that out of these two teams in these two overtimes. They've got a man against them that they're not using themselves. In other words, they're down to what now is a 3 versus 2 though. They pulled it back because I was going to say the HP is in their favor even with this. Cold, Fallen, and Stu versus Electronic and Simple. Simple on 41 HP is trying desperately again to fire that op into the site. He'll get a little bit of support from Electronic late. Flash out immediately. Simple wants to go, but he's still wrapping in through Ruin, so that flash is too soon.
Oh, what?
What is that? How creative and how audacious in this
No
round
way.
of all rounds. They pull it back. Electronic, they know where Cold is. He's going to step out, but Cold has had enough. And we're already wrapping toward the site. Flash goes both ways because Bolts, although not fully blind, was caught by it. Couldn't peek as aggressively as he would have liked to. They're in the site. Edward spots him first. Here we go again. Double op. Good shot from Cold on the first one. Can't respond fast enough to find Edward. Bomb is down, but not planted yet. They're going to try and recover it. And they will. Zeus will pick it up, and not only that, they may not have to worry about. One round is all SK need. They've got the man advantage. It's Edward down Fur. Oh, Fur. He's pushed around behind it, Boiler. He's not there in time. They're going to get to the Arch. They get Fallen down as well. They're going to open up the Arch. Cold is still inside of Library. It's Stu that's the next to arrive with the AWP. He's got the information from Cold. Both ops have a kill.
That should be it now. 4 versus 2. Shui's been quiet this game, but he's loud here in round number 5. Electronic 4 versus 1, and he can't do anything about it. Stewie with the 180 to close it out. And here we go. The Glocks make their way towards the B bomb site. Bolts to lead the charge. Can he take their first kill down? Looks like he probably will, but whiffs the shot. Edward will drop him, and there's a fast reaction here from the CTs. Simple arrives in emphatic style. He takes down Cold Zera.
Stu takes out Zeus. Simple still waiting at the sandbags. What a fast flick to catch Fallen. No bomb planted, so despite that they're inside of B, they're going to have to run it all the way around to A because they cannot commit to the plant. They're just far too close. Smart call, though. They did identify that there was no one back toward the stairwell and a safe plant for Fur. As a result, they're going to rotate out and through connector. Not everyone will, though, and this is an interesting call, and I do not blame Flamey in the least for making this. If everyone goes that way and the bomb's planted accordingly, it becomes somewhat predictable. So Stewie goes to search the stairs to see if he can spot anyone. Flamey's gotten the kill, and Stu is left alone. Good call from Flamey.
Here we go.
Keep them divided.
Stewie quiet in that first map and won't get any louder just yet. Wants to get stuck in. There is a player, though, and what a player it is to push towards long. Simple behind them all. This could be something quite special for him, but stops in his tracks. Fallen, the father figure of the squad, watches their backs, and Stu with a lovely shot there from the connector to give him the 5-on-3 advantage.
Flamey does get the shot back onto Fur. They'll enter, however, behind him. They've gone all the way down from Monster. And Stewie manages the kill onto the man that was previously at sandbags. That opens up the availability to focus inside of the site. Why is the bomb Cold Zera? Uncharacteristic mistake going hunting because the bomb dropped behind the barrels. They never get a plant, and Electronic gets back in to find Fallen.
Sure.
Because usually there's more than one player coming that direction, and there's usually more than one angle at which they're facing you from.
The thing is, there was 30 seconds left. They had no information on the map.
Sure.
They wanted to get something, but yes, I do agree. Zeus, that was awful. He'll be going down with nothing, but Edward stepping up with the MP9. The knife's coming out, and I don't think there's time to plant. Definitely not now, as he carries the round. Fur left the AWP. He might not survive, though, and he won't. He'll get no money for this round.
Stewie on 4 HP, Cold on 7 already. Another round that's looking convincing from Navi. They're going to have to be perfect on entry. Flash goes through Monster. Flamey's aware of it. He'll flash in return. Good find from Bolts, but Flamey steps out. Stewie thankfully the one to go down. I say thankfully because he was on 4 HP. If you could pick one, that would be the one you'd want. But Simple steps out on the AWP. And it's good night once again. Sincerely signed from Navi as SK looks like they're going to go into a further deficit.
Cold Zera at a short pipe, but his teammate's already in with the bomb and a frag, and Fur, he'll connect towards Edward. This is looking very good for SK now. Look at the two players, they're stuck in the pit, and nades raining in towards them. They've got no chance. They're about to be obliterated, but Zeus does get one back. I might have been completely wrong here, man. Now a 3 versus 3. It looked like they were done for.
This is reminiscent of the first gun round, round 3. With the bomb not planted. Thankfully, it's not flung forward. Where Cold took it. Simple! punches him square in the nuts as Fur walked down the ramp and realized he'd run into his target rather than found him with a gun. Cold still makes do, but it's simple in a one-on-one with Fallen op versus op.
Time is not on Fallen's side. Coming up to the 20-second mark here. Still needs to recover that bomb. I don't think it will be planted here. It's going to come down to whoever hits their shot first. Oh my goodness! Fallen comes out from short.
Smoke down. Exactly that spot, the monster's mouth. Simple sliding into position. If one misstep goes exactly that direction, he's perfectly positioned. He's got another as well. Flamey's going to add to it. CZ75 and bomb down. It is going to be enough. There's no way. I can't see it. SK can't get back into this. And the unsung hero of this whole round is the fact that Electronic securely got to the fountain. Sure, it's fortunate they don't go that way, but it fortifies the stack. Cold will pick up the bomb in return. He'll bypass the barrels because Simple doesn't re-peek, and then when he eventually does go back in that direction, it's all for the best as Simple gets 4.
He'll fall back and might be taken down, but drops the smoke intelligently. But working towards long, but takes a flash right in the face there.
Yep. Boost isn't still applied, though, at the yellow spot.
Oh,
Simple! What is that? He spotted it on the first peek, went to the opposite side, and that is absolutely pinpoint precision from Fur. Fallen will get the next kill for SK. Unfortunately, there was 2 kills in between, and they were both against them. They lost Stewie, they lost Bolts.
A bomb?
Fur's going to add further to that. Bomb is inside of the site. It's running out of time, 12 seconds, and Fur's going to try and hold with the AWP. What a round he's having. How did I not mention him to be the one to step up? Everyone's so capable. How dare I forget Fur's incredible depth and talent. Smoke out to try and cover off the defuse. That will negate Fur's angle. It's Cold to work with them. Still on the Galil, but Edward's going to try and face this down one-on-one. Knows he's in the corner. Not enough. Not being the only one in his team, has Edward all the way pushed up his short pipe now. He's got a bit of a problem. He has to commit to this because if he retreated, they're already inside of construction. Thankfully, Flamey is aware of that, but the trades go so far in favor of SK. They're even, but it's favorable in the fact that they get the bomb site. They may not get a bomb planted out of it, though, with a Molotov thrown on top of the position they were going to cross in doing so. Boost for the AWP. Simple knows that Fallen's down in the pit, can't land it. You would have expected that he might. Interestingly, Electronic has retreated. He wasn't sure that was going to be planted onto B, and he was already in position. Thankfully, Zeus gets the next kill, so it won't matter as much that he's not nearby as to help his teammates immediately. Fur's going to rotate around, short pipe for him. He wants to reposition himself to work in it short. Electronic just threw a nade from that direction. That'll be called because the trajectory had to suggest it. Simple's going to confirm that. However, Fur has to be outside of the site, and Electronic's patience pays off. 12-3 is exactly the score we arrive on.
Will find himself at map points, which is 15. So there you go. That might break it down a little bit more for you as we get into a fast B approach, and Bolts can do nothing about it. Edward's been so good so far on overpass for Fallen. He's looking to turn this round right on its head. Coldzera's turned up as well, but it's left in a 2 versus 1 for Stu. Hasn't done magical things so far in this quarterfinal, but this will be a perfect time to change everything. But Edward, very happy to play, and hopefully we get the epic fireworks we saw on Inferno. So at this point, I had to be the pessimist, but it feels like it will just be Na'Vi waiting to close this one out. I don't see SK getting 10 rounds in a row, but maybe that'll be a thing. If it does happen, it'll be even more epic as Bolt sprays them all down.
That's another thing we talk. I mean, I've mentioned Fallen and on this map and having great moments. Fur in the bathrooms is normally one of the most evasive players. Him and Rain, I think, really epitomize that position. It is looking like we're reaching the end of this game. However, Fallen down, 24 HP. Simple gets the kill. It's all onto Coldzera. 1 versus 4. Finds the first, but through the edge of the fence. It's Edward that's going to force out Mirage. With 3 players in B, he won't go much beyond where he is now, because if he does, he'll go down without his teammates nearby. He needs to stay efficient. The fact that they hit a great shot towards Stu working back out from jungle is a problem. Stu also needed to stay alive. That was the name of the game for the 2 players on A. You can see the shot that came out of Palace. Fallen had a brilliant one of return, but it's still costly. With the bomb down, it's the advantage to Na'Vi. Fallen is the one with the kit as well. Bolts went for utility, not a kit, so no armor for him. And he's already deployed that utility. Fallen gone. Flamey stepped up for 2, and it's all onto Cold. That kit is a long way away at the ticket booth. He might catch out Edward. It's possible that he does, but it's a long way to go from that position. Good headshot to start things off. Keeps himself on 100 HP.
Round 4. SK lose this. It's almost a lock-in for 5-0. Huge upper hand for Na'Vi here. Edward at that Mac 10. 2 players of our helmets. That's Bolts and Stu. Watch out for them if they get gooshed by the Mac 10. As the first kill comes in, nice work by Fallen. The reaction coming through by Flamey. Nice shot, but Fallen still fighting back, and they'll maintain the man advantage, but not for long.
Good shot from Fur, but it's not enough. He only gets one. It's unexpected, and therefore Utility can't do much with it. They'll wait to get the smoke out and allow Bolts into position, and he reads that. He is just one step ahead of everyone, but he doesn't read Cold. That is the man that is on pace.
He's back. Stu looking to hit shots here. That's more like it. That's the Stewie we know, as he'll take down Zeus and give them the man advantage here. Time ticking away, no bomb planted yet.
We've never seen Stu in a situation where he's gone from his meteoric rise to the top and then have to take a step back. How does his confidence get affected? Can he play through it? He is now. What a round on the scout. Fallen steps out of the M4. It's exactly what they need. You're absolutely right. 4-3 SK. Good shot, Edward. Bolt's gone and a bit more option to get inside of the site, but they have to go by this man. He made it easy. He let them buy the timing off, but he still makes up for it. Gets Simple. Of all the people you could find, that's the one you'd want. Electronic. He wanted to get Stu just to keep himself alive, but Stewart's got the better idea, and it's all about Flamey. At this point, this deep in the site, Zeus is going to aid that, though he's on the flank. He's actually behind them. You're pointing at something more important that I've not looked at while I'm befixed upon what's going on in front of us. The time expires, so it's very important that Flamey hit those kills, because if he went down after the time... Zeus, Molotov underneath will work out. He's flashed, he's completely blinded. Look how far forward Edward's gone with the AK. If they reload, and Bolt's with an 8 out, it could be Edward to find them both. Thankfully, Stu's reload gets done in time, and he just barely gets back. Look at Simple, that's death by 1,000 paper cuts with a CZ75. He's able to at least pick up the M4. Pesky, catching them on the reloads, but it's still SK that's holding on, because the bomb is down inside of the site. They may not have the man advantage. It's 3-on-3, but they certainly have the ground. They have the control. Simple flash, but he is so damn good. He's an absolute laser beam. He goes back up, and Zeus that got the kill, but Simple that found the early damage, and they're looking for Fallen, who has to get more and more aggressive with the AWP, and Electronic will close it. Well stolen away from Na'Vi.
Chomping in the bit to find these opening kills for them. Electronic will strike first, though. Nice work. It's actually Zeus, I beg your pardon, that took down Coldzera. And now we're making his way towards jungle. This is much better by the in-game leader. You don't expect those sort of frags coming out of him. 3-on-3, and that could save the round.
For the nade to sandwich, doesn't get there. May have actually been throwing that to try and just lob it over and find Electronic retreating from the bomb. It did strike him, but only just. Better shot to get through the box, but look at Simple go. Look at Simple go. AWP, he finds 2 bolts. P250. It's the shot of return. All for naught at this point. He's got an MP9 picked up.
Focus towards short, 3 players there. Zeus to hold middle for the rotations, but there is the boost, and Simple. He'll find the first frag with the CZ as he picks up an M4 now. That was the only rifle. Coldzera,
Flamey's legged out.
Crashed or something.
Yeah, Flamey's crashed, and somehow they keep him alive. He's gone down. It's so deep in the rounds, they can't do anything. That counts. He absolutely walked dead straight into the site. They may still get away with it. Zeus is going to make that the case. Saves the round as they go down a man by default. And they went for that boost last round as well. As soon as they got off it, that's when they came cat. And who did they find? They found this man that had the M4 that was so ready, and it was Simple that shut it down. Good positioning from Fur. You talked about it. Look at that. Fur on and off. You don't see that every day. 8-7. Split it right down the middle.
Kevlar purchase for Na'Vi. 3 for SK. They've got the smoke, and it's not going to be an ace-added execution, at least off the bat. Stewie will find the first kill, but my goodness, Simple looking for 3. We'll be left in a 3 versus 3 with Flamey to defend the A site, and Coldzera will do everything he can to take him out. Bomb to be planted here, though. SK should be able to get it down. Flamey pushes smoke.
Good shot from Electronic. That's through a box. That's through a box with a USP. They pick him apart, Fallen goes down, it's Cold and Bolts, and Cold's gone for the long flank. Electronic's low enough that they can't reface, but they'll just buy time. They'll focus elsewhere. They know that they can go after Bolts because Cold's not quite in the picture yet, and they'll do that successfully. Cold knows the situation. Electronic 1 HP again. He'll back off. He's just being antagonizing at this point. He's the instigator, and he's trying to give his teammates a chance they'll embrace. Oh, well done, Na'Vi. They'll get another pistol. Has the bomb, but in doing so, just to note, but they're all there with him. Bomb goes down, he gets traded, Fur with the kill, bomb recovered, and in toward A. Simple never makes things that easy, does he? As he gets round behind them. Perfect timing from Simple as always, and Bolts is left in a 1 versus 4.
Wow.
Well, the crowd we've got left has life in them. As they try and urge Navi on. Stewie down, Edward to step out. It was going to be Simple that snuck up middle, but Edward does all the work. And well, I'm sorry, Cold. I cannot see you long for life. Electronic will take down Bolts. Cold. Well, it's off to the van. Zeus will immediately call that. And as such, the rotation begins. Good play from Zeus. He's got a good game.
Yeah, he really has. He stepped up in Mirage here. Impressed by his performance. 13 frags, but they've been excellent. So 3 versus 1. Cold Zera making his way from the kitchen now. Good positioning, but Zeus seems to be aware. If he gets his kill as well, that's a really good round from him.
6 in a row for Navi. Simple again toward Connector. He's a menace. Electronic, it's even more problematic at this point in time. Fur does respond onto him, but Edward slides out from Cap once more. He's gonna go all the way down to the boxes from the corner, and he'll find Fur as well. It's Cold, and he's gotta be damn hot, but Edward trades at Edward. My goodness.
Out of all of these rounds, and Electronic's going to be overlooked here. If he nails the spray, this could be something brilliant. He didn't have enough bullets for Bolts, but still a 3 versus 3. The closest that SK have really been. Bolts goes down courtesy of Simple, and this could be series point. Oh my goodness, absolutely toe. Fucking a place in the semi-finals. Oh, there's almost nothing left for SK. And Edward, he really has had enough. But Stewie, oh my goodness, didn't see him? He didn't. Oh no, that's going to take his teammate down. Cold Zera is done for. And Stu will get 1, but he's let his teammate drop. 4 on 3 now. Is there anything left in the SK tank?
It's a big miss. Zanon have spotted Edward. He does make up for it. Bolts will get flamey. We're not done yet, but Zeus, he's got other ideas. Great tag. Stewie's on 2. Simple knows that he's likely tried to slip away. He's already looking toward the vent. He just missed it, but the bomb is way out at A main, and Bolts goes down. There's absolutely no way. 2. He's got more HP than them combined. It's an M4. He's got a kit. He's got a smoke. He's absolutely going to make a case for this, and he could close it right now for Navi. First one's easy. Stewie walks out. It does serve to give Bolts a bit of information, but Bolts behind Firebox. Simple spots it, goes back. Can't hit the shot immediately. They're both on even HP. Relatively close within 1 shot, but not for Simple. He's got it. And Navi go through to the semi-final. SK come up short.
Shouldn't expose yourself to Simple.